Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
Thomas McLean, Sheriff's Assistant. Der ist ein bisschen angelehnt
FBI
an
Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please
Andy.
just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job. Well, I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered. She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Genau. Gut zusammengefasst. Wobei
No, not really. But it's a very small town.
kann, glaube ich, gut kochen.
I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are ready.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
Kitchen Room, ja. Broom. Was haben wir hier? Most Wanted. Sind da Hunde auf der Liste? Der Most Wanted? Wo gehen wir jetzt hin? Office Room? Oh, hello, Emily.
Hi.
Hello there, Emily. Can you perhaps show me around the office before the meeting starts? I'm sorry, Agent York. I've got my hands full. Could you ask Thomas? I don't think that's a good idea. Why? What's going on? He lost the key to the cabinet with the files and asked me to take a look around the office until he finds it. Well, I hope that doesn't take too long.
Hi.
Let me know if there's anything I can help with. Oh, there's nothing I need help with. Why didn't you lend Thomas a hand? Looking for that key? I hardly know my way around the place. I'd help out too, but I've got my hands full. No keys are allowed to be taken outside, so the key should be somewhere in the office. Ich kann immer noch mit ihr reden. Nee, doch nicht. Ist nicht mehr. Ah doch, sie musste nur aufstehen. Sorry, I'm really busy right now. If you have time, why don't you lend Thomas a hand? Okay. Info gathering bonus. Wer bist du? Looks hard at work, but I could probably get the same work done while reading a book. Observe. Oh. Warte. She's quite pretty. She'd look better wearing something more fashionable than this dull uniform, agree, Zach? Oh, ey, warte, nicht weggehen. Wollte gerade mit dir reden. Ach, das ist ein Spiegel.
Zach, look at this. Oh, now this is something special. It's the epitome of the old frontier sheriff's office. It's perfect. A stuffed deer's head on the wall. A flag, a hunting rifle. A hunting rifle. Amazing. You'd never see a hunting rifle on the wall of a police department in the city. That's just amazing. Wonder if the sheriff would ever let me shoot it.
Mhm. Ein paar Wochen, dann sagen wir alle nur noch zu allen Sachen amazing. Jo.
George, do you work out every day?
Fuck are
Of
you doing?
course, Agent Morgan. Exercise keeps me healthy. I haven't missed a day since I started in high school.
Now that's impressive. Remind me to get more exercise, Zach.
But I can't do my full routine today without Arnold. I haven't seen Arnold around since yesterday.
Arnold.
He's a training buddy of mine. His partner Sylvester misses him too.
Arnold
if you see
and
Arnold
Sylvester.
around, let me know, will you? Can't finish my workout menu without him.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Number 4, Lost Arnold. Ja, es gibt hier tatsächlich Sidequests. Ich habe die damals nie wirklich gemacht, weil mich die Hauptstory immer zu sehr interessiert hat. Aber es gibt sie. George has lost chapter sagt auch wahrscheinlich bis wann wo man die machen kann und wo nicht. George has lost his beloved Arnold somewhere in the sheriff's office. He can't train without him. Find what he's looking for and get it back to him. Help him get his groove back. Ja, machen wir dann vielleicht zufällig. Don't bother me unless you have something really important. I already have enough to worry about with Arnold missing. Okay, observe. Quite a serious character, though he likes to show off and is too eager to compete, which may be what it takes. Bam. Conference Room. Oh, kann ich noch nicht rein. Ach, da ist ja auch der, wo der Schlüssel fehlt, oder? Oder nicht? Ach nee, der Schlüssel fehlte für was anderes. Ja, das ist tatsächlich gar nicht so unpraktisch. Da hast du recht. Check the weather. Nice weather this morning, but it will rain the whole afternoon. Ist es nicht vorhin noch, dass heute tolles Wetter wäre? Was ist das? Ach, da ist der Ausgang. Steht ja auch Fire Exit. Toilette, Toilette. Was sind das eigentlich für Fotos hier? Na gut, dann gucken wir mal, ob wir helfen können, den Schlüssel zu finden. Kitchen Room? Oh, was haben wir denn da? Warum kann ich mich hier rasieren? You got gray squirrel keys. Ich kann mich in der Polizeiküche rasieren. Ist doch nicht mal ein Spiegel hier. Oh, ich glaube, ich habe Arnold gefunden.
Zach, we've found Arnold. Let's get him back to George.
I guess it's a cute name for a dumbbell.
Ich spiele mich im Topf. Christian, oh mein Gott. Das solltest du mit deinem Kollegen machen, der dich hat sitzen lassen. Der hat's verdient. Was gibt's hier im Kühlschrank? Turkey Sandwich. Oh, das ist aber nur eine Karte. Ich habe eine Turkey Sandwich Karte aus dem Kühlschrank gekriegt. Was ist das da? Achso, Fire Extinguisher. Wo ist denn jetzt der dumme Dingsbums? Ist der hier noch? Wo war der jetzt? Office Room. Bist du noch da? Bist du hier? Nee. Oh doch, da bist du ja. Jetzt mach doch nicht wieder die Tür auf, wenn ich dir gerade was geben will. So macht man die Tür auf. Hier. Agent Morgan, do you want something?
George, I found Arnold.
Really?
Das
He was a
Gesicht.
bit hard-headed, but I got him to come back.
Oh, Arnold. Well done, Agent Morgan. Now I can work out using my normal workout menu.
Good to hear that.
Here's a little something to show you my appreciation.
Und was gibt's dafür? Oh, okay. Trading card.
So that makes us even. I don't owe you anything, and you don't owe me anything. No changes to how we work together. Just bear that in mind.
Jesus.
Zach? He needs some friends who aren't so dumb.
He needs some friends who aren't so dumb. Ich glaube, das habe ich nie gemacht. Oh Mann. Okay. Ich habe doch einen Schlüssel gefunden. Wo ist denn Dings? Thomas. Da ist er ja. Thomas, hier. Agent York, did you find the key? Ja, hier meint, genau, Master Key für... Ach, deswegen, wir haben den Master Key, mit dem alle Autos funktionieren, natürlich.
You found the key.
Is this the one you were looking for?
No. This is a gray squirrel. Sorry, that's not the key. Nothing particularly special about the gray squirrel, I'm afraid. You can find them in the US, Canada, and in England, too.
A gray squirrel. What was I thinking?
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Southern... Ja, natürlich. Hättest du vielleicht auch mal eher sagen können. Wir brauchen da so einen Schlüssel der Southern Flying Squirrel. Was ist das hier? What the hell? Jetzt ist die Mucke auch schon wieder vorbei. Ein grandioses Spiel ist das. Okay. Was auch immer das. Bringt mir jetzt wohl noch nichts. Ich glaube, ich weiß, wo der Schlüssel war. Ich meine, der war im Keller. Aber ich weiß nicht, wo. This person probably has nothing to do with the investigation. Oh, ich kann die Zellen aufmachen. Haben wir eigentlich mal auch schon Hunger? Nee, die Anzeige ist noch okay, ne? Hier sieht das irgendwie komisch aus. Hier verstehe ich die Anzeige irgendwie nicht. Ich kann mal was essen. Gucken, ob sich da was ändert. Ach so. Okay, die geht nach links weiter. Verstehe. You stuffed your face. Mit dem Lolli? Kann man denn mit dem Lolli sein Face stuffen? Hier könnt ihr mich schlafen legen. Aber ich suche ja den Schlüssel. Wieso heißt die Zelle eigentlich XYZ? Ja, ich wusste auch noch nicht, dass ich hier schlafen kann. Das sieht auch nicht nach dem Schlüssel aus, oder? Gucken wir lieber einmal nach. Nicht, dass der um die Ecke liegt. Okay. Oh, die geht nicht auf. Da ist ja auch einer drin. Hopefully we'll be bringing in the culprit soon. That'll mean the end of our little vacation here. Oh, hallo? Curvy-tailed flying squirrel. Nee, wir wollen doch Southern. Ein Southern Flying Squirrel. Dann war es vielleicht doch nicht im Keller. Ich weiß echt nicht mehr, wo das war, aber es ist egal, was wir in diesem Spiel tun. Es ist alles grandios. Und selbst wenn wir einfach nur irgendwelche Gefängniszellen untersuchen. Ah, da ist auch einer. Okay, dasselbe. A desk for the warden. Is it even in use? Doesn't seem like it. Da drüben geht's auch noch lang. Ach, hier ist, glaube ich, auch so eine Shooting-Dingsbums. Ja, genau, das da. Striped Squirrel Key. Ey, warum habt ihr so viele dumme Squirrel Keys hier? Kann ich das hier machen? Ich dachte, das ging. Oh, ja, das geht. Ja gut, aus der Nähe ist es ja nicht schwer. Wenn ich ihn aus der Ferne treffen würde. Ist offenbar doch schwer. Thomas, ich habe wieder ein paar Schlüssel. Gucken, was er dazu sagt. Did you find the key? Wie wär's mit dem?
You found the key.
I hope this is the right one.
You found a Siberian chipmunk this time, have you? Sorry, wrong key.
A Siberian chipmunk?
This species lives in northern Japan on the island of Hokkaido. They're actually quite a popular pet.
So it isn't even a squirrel.
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Mhm. Oh, da muss er schon wieder aufhören zu tanzen.
You found the key.
That's the right one?
Ist er's?
Yes, a southern flying squirrel.
Endlich.
Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
Dieses dumme Grinsen manchmal
Well,
auch.
Zach, we just got here and we've cracked a big case already.
Mhm.
The victim's name was Anna Graham.
Mhm.
Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in a lumber mill when she was a child.
Er ist wieder am Rauchen und Kaffee
Her
trinken.
mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
Aber echt. Er hat keinen Aschenbecher.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him, and some should have better manners.
Huh. This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious. Where in town can I get these?
Well, actually, I baked them myself.
Es ist alles so herrlich.
It's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? They're very particular about biscuits,
It's
I'll let you
amazing.
know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here. Oh my.
Agent Morgan, the autopsy's ready. You are welcome to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital.
Oh
Emily,
ja.
you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might think this is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
Verdammt guter Kaffee. Und heiß. Kann George uns da jetzt hinfahren oder muss ich wieder selber fahren? Das war ganz schön weit weg, glaube ich. Thomas Biscuit.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you.
Oh nein.
I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George,
Naja, ich meine,
we'd better get moving. The hospital closes
was
at
meint er,
2100.
wenn er selber fährt, verfährt er sich vielleicht auch ein bisschen und lernt dadurch die Stadt besser kennen. Head toward the hospital. We all want this case solved as quickly as possible. Ja, Mr. Boss. We need to get to the hospital and get those autopsy... Nein, es fängt an zu regnen. Oh, kann ich den dicken Wagen nehmen? Ich will den dicken Wagen nehmen. Ich kann. Oh, hier kann ich auch essen. Von 9 bis 13 Uhr. Ah, muss ich gerade nicht, oder?
Get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack.
Ja.
Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
Oh Gott. Ich habe einen Rückspiegel. Wie komme ich denn hier überhaupt runter? Ja, gibt da nicht mehr Gas? Doch jetzt.
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women. You might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're dumb.
You might be
notice
surprised to
things
hear.
like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If
Ja,
you
du bist der
don't, they can
Experte,
cut
was?
scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
Oh, ich glaube, hier konnte ich gar nicht
Not
rumfahren.
that light of a wound.
Außer... Nee, da kann ich nicht durch.
So, Emily, tell me, is there
Maybe it's
really
the
a need
hidden
for a
look.
full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. That's what I consider to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
Back there he is, the monarch, in all his glory. Which makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
No, nothing, George. I was just reflecting on a little of this.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation.
Fuck, das ist ja
Keep
auch
in
eine
mind the
Sackgasse.
matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving.
Ja genau, halte mal alle die Klappe, damit ich endlich die Karte aufmachen kann. Ich wollte die halt nicht unterbrechen. Ich glaube, hier kann man durchfahren, aber das ist wahrscheinlich keine gute Idee. Weswegen ich das jetzt mache. Das wäre vor allem eine gute Abkürzung. Ah, okay. Es kommt so langsam auch wieder zu... Die Erinnerung kommt langsam wieder zurück. Was ist das hier? Book Mountain Bank. Okay. Könnte ich mal eben reingucken, ob es da eine Karte gibt. Ich hasse auch drehende Karten. Wie spät ist es jetzt überhaupt im Spiel? Wo sehe ich denn das? 10:52 Uhr. Ja, da kann ich auch mal eben bei der Bank vorbei. Das ist ja, wir müssen bis 21 Uhr beim Krankenhaus sein. Wo ist die Bank denn jetzt? Wow. Ah. 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 Wollte nicht mal hupen. Das sieht aus, als wäre ich hier richtig. Gleich wieder da.
If you're wandering off, then we'll go on ahead. We don't have time to mess around.
Okay, I'll meet up with you later.
Agent York, the hospital closes at 2100.
Es ist 10 Uhr, ja. Da komme ich wohl noch rechtzeitig an. Oh, da ist ja schon die Karte. Lily Ingram. Kann ich hier rein? Nee, ist zu. Nee, ich glaube, da kann ich gar nicht rein. Na gut. Oh, da ist ein Telefon. Wo ist das Telefon? Ah, hier. Wer kann es ihnen verübeln, ne? Ich kann noch bis 13 Uhr irgendwo Mittag essen, aber unsere Anzeige sieht eigentlich so aus, als wäre das noch nicht wirklich nötig. Jetzt können wir mal gucken, wo ist denn das Krankenhaus gewesen? Das war eigentlich, wenn ich hier diese Abkürzung nehme, ne? Komme ich direkt dahin. Ja, dann probieren wir das jetzt mal, ne? Das heißt, ich muss hier runter und dann auf die... Kann ich gar nicht lesen. Irgendwas Street. Das wird ganz wunderbar klappen. Kann vielleicht mal irgendwann nachgucken, wie ich die Kamera im Auto ändere. Ich meine, dass das ging, aber ich kann mich hier nur umgucken. Ich war mir so sicher, dass man das Auto auch von außen sehen kann. Aber mir fallen langsam keine Knöpfe mehr ein, die ich noch drücken könnte.
Tremors.
What?
I think Fred Ward was in it. You say Fred Ward and I say Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins.
Oh, ich bin falsch
That was
gefahren.
back in 85, I think. Directed by Guy Hamilton. Guess Hamilton was aiming to start a series like 007, but it had no sequels. Real shame. Do you
Oh,
remember the
God.
martial arts they used in that film? Called Sinanju? The ultimate in martial arts, using no weapons at all. Reno's Master Chun.
Ah.
I think he loved soap operas. Man, that's a good character. He was played by Joel Grey, the best supporting actor in Cabaret. Of course, in Remo, he had so much makeup on, you couldn't tell.
Oh, Moment. Nee, LB ist die Polizeisirene und RB, keine
Is there
Ahnung.
something here that you want to check out? They told us to be there before 2100, but
Was ist so für ein Geräusch
just
gerade?
do whatever you want to do.
You got a left hand bone. Ruckelt voll.
A human bone? This doesn't look related to the case, but shouldn't I mention that?
Ach so. Diese Knochen, wahrscheinlich, wenn man alle sammelt, hat man den ganzen Körper gesammelt. Vielleicht ist es auch eine Sidequest, alle Knochen zu sammeln. Oh Gott, oh Gott. Uah. Ach, das Auto hält noch was aus. Das nennt man eine perfekte Abkürzung. Oh, wir könnten auch eben angeln gehen. Gab mal 11:02 Uhr, ne? Wobei ich will schon gerne direkt zum Krankenhaus, weil da glaube ich was Cooles kommt. Aber angeln können wir mal eben, ne? Im Regen. Oh, der sieht aber komisch aus hier. Rechter Stick. Ja, dachte ich auch. Aber wenn ich da drauf drücke, also R3, passiert nichts. Und ansonsten kann ich damit nur nach links, rechts, oben und unten gucken. Wait for the right time and you get a big hit. But if your line breaks, you will lose one bait, so be careful. Wie schwer kann das sein? Muss ich irgendwas machen? Mal nicht. Oh. Shotgun Shells. Auch nochmal. Einmal noch, dann machen wir weiter. Warum habe ich jetzt eigentlich keinen Wurm verloren? Und warum angel ich Shotgun Shells? Oh. Es gibt we got a lollipop. Na gut. Ich meine, hey, wir haben Lollipop und Shotgun, genau, Shotgun Ammo bekommen. Lass mal Kaffee trinken hier. Egal, ob es regnet. Jörg trinkt jetzt Kaffee mit Milch. Dazu natürlich Sugar Donut. You stuffed your face, finde ich auch lustig. Ach, schön hier. Irgendwie. Vor allem, wenn es nicht regnet. Oh, was ist denn da hinten? Kann ich der Blumen pflücken oder was? Da fehlt mir wohl irgendwas. Sagt mir jetzt gar nichts. X. Wieso habe ich noch nicht X gedrückt? Wow, das macht es halt auch nicht unbedingt besser, aber ich glaube, so ist es etwas leichter zu steuern, weil ich ein bisschen mehr sehe. Ja, so fahre ich nicht überall gegen. Allerdings ist das natürlich lustiger. Ich glaube, hier muss ich jetzt rechts.
Now, Joel Gray's daughter is, of course, that's right, Jennifer Grey. You know her, right, Zach? Jennifer Grey. She's in one of my most favorite movies, Ferris Bueller's Day
Oh,
Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
1986, directed by John Hughes.
So lustig, dass er jetzt darüber redet.
Zach, you're not the most cheerful guy I know, but you really do like those cheerful movies. We used to love those teenage movies back then, didn't we? Breakfast Club and Pretty in
Breakfast
Pink,
Club erwähnt er sogar.
Fire, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That last one was in 1982, directed by Amy Hector. Now that was an impressive film. You've got Sean Penn in the lead, with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Phoebe Cates.
Kann ihn jetzt nicht verbrechen, ne?
Nicolas Cage, Forrest Whitaker were in it too.
Was, Nicolas
And the
Cage?
original book and the script were written by Cameron Crowe. How could that not be a great film? You remember that? When that movie ended, the last words, the end, was from an arcade game. That's right, it was from Missile Command. It stuck in my head for a while. The memories. Like I have a lot of movies to catch up on. Let's just hope we can get to the end of this case soon. Then maybe we can catch up on a few. Give some thought about what movie you want to see next, Zach.
Da sind wir.
Agent Morgan, have you no respect for rules and
Wo geht denn jetzt her?
You were waiting for me, and now you try to go in by yourself.
Oh, George. I didn't see you in the parking lot, so I thought I'd wait inside.
Just watch it from now on.
I don't like inconsiderate people who think they're above the rules. And I'm sure I've made this pretty clear by now.
Calm down, George. You probably just got lost on the way here and rushed in. Right into the... Let's go inside then.
Ja, ich auch nicht. Und das ist herrlich. Oh, die.
Hello, Sheriff.
Frankly, Fiona, hospital receptionist.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. How did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne. Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside. What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl. And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenville.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
Amazing. Dr. Johnson should be in the computer room. The freckles on her nose make her look like a schoolgirl. I wonder how good she is as a nurse. Why? What's going on? Nix. Okay. Let's go to the computer room. We need to find Asha. This is in Bishop area, Rook area, Knight area, King area. Huh. Ja, wo sind wir jetzt gerade? Das ist egal. Wir haben ja den roten Punkt, der uns markiert, wo wir hin sollen. Aber ich muss natürlich schauen, ob es hier noch irgendwie eine Karte gibt oder sowas. My Rain in the Evening. Ja, ich merke schon. Oh, es gibt wieder einen extra Bonus für. You're a suspect. Let's go, Zach. Yes, your doctor told us. What? That you are to be our patient. Accept our enthusiastic congratulations and well wish on your coming this. And be assured that we have a very personal interest in your case and have already taken steps to see to it that your stay in the Palo Alto hospital will be pay us a social with was? You enter. Ja, okay. Ich glaube, da hat jemand einen Schlaganfall gehabt, während er das geschrieben hat. Ja, so wirkt das wie so ein Lorem Ipsum. Wahrscheinlich war damals die Textur so niedrig, dass man gar nichts lesen konnte. Das kann man lesen. Medicament Storage, Hickey Storage. Was zur Hölle ist ein Hickey Storage? Dead House. Okay, wir müssen mal hier lang.
We couldn't find him.
Ach, das ist der Computer Room.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Was? King passes Rook and meets Bishop. So oder was? Das war doch Bishop, oder? Der Läufer war, glaube ich, Bishop, ne? Knight takes a pawn to the Queen? Nee. Ach so, muss ich erst noch... Ah, okay, verstehe. Ja.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Turm war Rook, oder? Also... So. Okay. Sein Gegrinse.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
Ich dachte halt mit Pass ist Rook
No
wäre
need,
gemeint, dass er einfach nur...
The message
Dann
appeared with the
vorbeigeht.
card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
OSS 117? Was ist das denn? Card key for underground floor. Ah, okay, jetzt muss ich da lang. Also. Muss ich irgendwie eine Treppe nach unten finden, was? Ach, echt? Mann, das ist komisch schräg hier. Ah, da geht's nach unten. Musik hat aufgehört. Shelves for strong bodies. Wouldn't open these unless really need to. Ja, aber... Oh, gut. Oh.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Usha Johnson, the doctor.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usha Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Genau.
I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the
Das
task.
war auch so schwer.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand. Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion.
Which is?
The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her. Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that, or a truly hardcore sadist.
Or both.
He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job. You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Oh. His age isn't immediately apparent, though he can't be that old. Looks like a trustworthy doctor. Jetzt kann ich mich umgucken. We shouldn't stare at her for too long. Was George? Still no hint of a smile. There's no reason we should focus our efforts on George. Okay. Anna's body is lying on the table. Beautiful blonde hair, stunning even in death. Ich habe einfach von links nach rechts geguckt. Ihr wolltet doch, dass ich die Füße untersuche. Traces of evaporated liquid around the eyes. She must have cried before she was murdered. The tongue has been removed. Look at the edge of the stump. Wie mache ich denn das? Ist noch was? Da ist die Hand. Judging from the impressions, she was holding something in her hand, but it was removed around 6 hours after death. The object was circular, with a relief shaped like a peace mark. She's neatly wearing fake fingernails. War das Relief in dem Fall?
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining. But you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator, is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
Eee.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI.
What?
I'm assuming command.
What?
I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
Oh. Genau.
There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here. Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
Well, not your victory, huh?